Hi, I'm Chris Luck. I'm the founder of Alphapreneur.com, which is the private community for entrepreneurs that will help you get the results you truly want in your life. And I want to welcome you to day 17 of the One Funnel Away Challenge. If you are not yet familiar with what the One Funnel Away Challenge is, well, hopefully you are if you're watching this because it's day 17. But if you're not, there is a challenge going on right now that a friend of mine, Russell, is putting on that really kind of helps people get their first funnel built. Or if you already have a funnel online, you can actually go through it and build your next funnel. So if you have anything to sell online, whether it be a product or a service, or even if you're promoting products as a brand ambassador, then having a funnel is really going to help you out. So I'm going through the challenge myself personally, and I thought it would be kind of fun to actually every day of the challenge, when Russell is done going live, I've got my notes for the day. And then I have kind of my tasks that I have to work on for the day. And I thought before I kind of get to work on my end, I will go live here on this YouTube channel and then just kind of share my notes of what I'm going to be working on today and just kind of give you all some reassurance as to what you should be doing, why you should be doing it, fill in some gaps if there are some things I can do to fill in some gaps, because I've been building businesses online as an entrepreneur myself for 22 years. So I know a thing or two when it comes to online business. So I thought it would be fun to put this kind of challenge on together live. And if you are seeing this and you're not yet a member of Alphapreneur, you can go to alphapreneur.com. And from here, you can go ahead and put in your email address and join our private community. And I'm just curious how many of you that are here live are actually members of Alphapreneur. If you are, just go ahead and let me know in the chat so I know. And again, if you go to Alphapreneur, this is what it looks like. All you do is put in your email and then you can jump in and try it out and see if it's for you. And this is what the members area looks like. So there's a lot of different parts to Alphapreneur because, again, it's for all entrepreneurs because it's a private community. Think of it as like a Facebook, but it's private and not everybody can get in. And the only people that are in there are entrepreneurs that are building businesses. So it's super powerful. And so there's a lot of different areas that are really going to be to your benefit. But for the sake of this actually live stream, I'm going to just only talk about the One Funnel Away Challenge, which you can see there's an area that I created called challenges. And there's this section called OFA. And this is going to be for the One Funnel Away Challenge. And you can actually take a look here. And again, this is all inside of Alphapreneur. So you can see all of the previous days leading up to today, which is day 17, which, man, I can't believe we're already like more than halfway through, which is pretty phenomenal. I'm really far behind. I don't know about any of you that are going through the challenge, but there's a lot. I'm still actually working on writing my one-time offer OTO number 1 script and OTO number 2 script. I just finished those actually today. So I'm going to be building and actually designing my OTO number 1 and OTO number 2 pages today. And tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be done this week. So I got my pages done. Maybe I can get the videos done for those pages. We will see. And then next week I can actually go, hopefully start driving traffic and all of that. So we will see. But for now, what we're going to be talking about is day number 17, which is connecting the funnel. And just to do a big shout out to everybody that are members here of Alphapreneur. Again, thank you so much for chiming in and just letting me know that you're a member. So just to be put you all in the spotlight, and thank you for being here. Thank you, Sven, for being here. Sven is a member. We've got Glenn coming in from the UK. I know Glenn is a member as well. We have Gary. We have Magnus. We've got Kat O'Connor. We've got, well, Glenn saying he's a member. We have Grow Online, which is a member. And let me know, by the way, Grow Online, what your name is. I always like to just kind of call out and get to know everyone on a first name basis. So let me know what your name is. And Sue is a member. We've got Dave as a member. We have Alistair as a member. We have Frank as a member. I know you've been missing the last few live streams, Frank, but that's okay because the replays are available for you in Alphapreneur, so you can get in there and watch them whenever you want. We have FitTour as a member. We have Stone Vet, which is Daryl, as a member. We have Kat saying my screen is blurry. Sorry if your screen is a little blurry, Kat. If anyone else is having a blurry screen, let me know. But on my end, everything looks like it's doing okay. So let me know if that's just on your end or not. Joe is a member, so it looks like we've got the whole crew here. So we're just going to dive right into today. And by the way, if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and click the bell icon to turn on notifications if you haven't done so yet. So that way, whenever I do go live, if you miss my emails or anything like that, you're at least going to get notified from YouTube that I am live. So that way you don't miss out on the live streams, because once this challenge is over, I plan on going live a lot more often, just sharing a lot of fun tips and things that I'm going to be doing to really just help entrepreneurs in general. So So be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also, click the like button if you haven't, because that's just going to help YouTube just kind of tell everybody that this video is okay, and maybe they'll show it and share it with more people, which could be helpful. So the like button is definitely going to help out. And then let's just get into today, which is day number 17. Oh, Fitor says, grow online is me. I just switched accounts. Well, that's good to know. I was wondering who that was. Good. So it looks like Kat says the screen is okay now. Awesome. So today is day 17. This is going to be a super quick day. By the way, this is more of like just techie stuff that'll only take you maybe 10, 15 minutes to set up at the most. So we're going to keep it pretty short. So if you want to go back and watch the recording of this video, all you do is go to Alphapreneur, go to OFA day number 17. You can click play on the video. I've got your one-pager link, which is we'll look at in a second. But my notes for today, again, super short. Basically, you're just going to be connecting everything together. This is where the rubber meets the road in terms of like the tech you need to install to be able to take payments and send out emails and that kind of stuff. So for payment processing, if you've got other services you use or prefer to use, by all means, feel free to use those. These are just what are recommended going through the One Funnel Away Challenge. And these are actually services that I use personally. So I wholeheartedly endorse and recommend these as well. So for payment processing, you'll be using Stripe, which you just go to stripe.com to get signed up for that. For email, you'll be using what's called an SMTP service. And for this, it's going to be SendGrid. These are going to be more like transactional type emails and emails that go out when somebody, signs up or buys your product. Then transactional emails will go out to let them know like, hey, here's your username and password to the members area. You won't be using like a service like SendGrid to do like autoresponder stuff and all of that. So SendGrid, you just set that up and integrate it with ClickFunnels. And then for domain, if you want to use a custom domain, I like to just get my domains from GoDaddy. So if you're brand new to this and never really got a domain name before, that is the service I use. And then what's really cool about this whole One Funnel Away Challenge is that all the step-by-step video instruction for each step is actually in the one pager. So you just really need to get to work. So what we're going to do is just click and take a look at the one pager link. And this video here at the top is just going to be an overview video of what today's all about, which again is day 17, which is connecting and testing your funnel. And then as far as the little doodle we got here, it's just pretty much plugging everything together. That's the best way to look at this, is like, you've got all of these different things that are going to work together, but the only way for them to work together is you have to kind of plug them all up, kind of like an outlet. So imagine like a Christmas tree. We just took down our Christmas tree not too long ago, or I should say I took down the lights off the tree not too long ago. And when you're connecting all the different lights and cords, you have to connect them all for them all to work. That's kind of what this is like. So think of it as like that. And then as far as all the things that you need to do on the left-hand side, this is just a really simple going through the one-pager checklist. These are just things you can check off or uncheck, totally up to you. But what's really powerful with this, which I really like with what they did with this one-pager document, is they have all of the videos that show you every like click and step you need to do. And then there's a guy, really bright individual, Jamie Smith. He's actually a super techie guy. But he makes these videos that really takes the things that are techie and just distills it down in a really simple format. So instead of me showing you and just kind of respecting your time, all the videos are already done for you and they're already all here. So you can just go in and hit play and go through them. So there's a video about connecting your Stripe account. There's a video about setting up SMTP. And then there's a video about like what you need on the sales page, what kind of things you need to set up for the OTO pages as far as the products that you're going to be offering. Because like once you set up Stripe and SMTP, those are the first two things you need to set up, by the way. Once you have those things set up, then you go into the sales page, the OTO pages, and then you start adding the products. So that's where you would actually add your product for $7 and say, when someone puts in their credit card, charge them $7. Like that's kind of what all that is. So all the videos are step-by-step, really, really easy. The custom domain, you don't have to have a custom domain if you don't want to. Like there's a guy, his name is Anthony, that has done he's done like over, I think, $25 or $50 million with his funnels, like selling information-based products on using ClickFunnels. And he's always just he's always just never had a custom domain. So you don't have to have a custom domain. If you want to get fancy, you can go ahead and have one and set it up. And that is, that's really all you need to do today is just all the technical stuff. Now, what's cool about this is even though if you don't have your products yet done, or you don't have your copy done, or you don't any of that stuff, if you go back on, I can't remember what step it was, one of the previous steps where you're actually setting up your sales page, Russell actually gave you the a link to put in the funnel into your account, which has all the steps in the funnel already in there. So all the pages are there. So all you have to do once the pages are there, just go in and like connect Stripe, connect SMTP, add your products in the back end, and just so it's all working. So if you want to, even though you're maybe not to this part yet, maybe you're still like me and you're working on your script and everything, or maybe the design of the pages, that's still okay. You could take a break and then just set all the stuff up in today, just so it's all done, and then you can go back to what it is that you're doing. So that's those are going to be my notes for today. And then as far as taking a look at the services here, so this is Stripe. This is free to use. This is just what you use to take payments online. And then there is SendGrid, which SendGrid is what gives you the ability to send out emails. And then if you would take a look at the pricing here, I never know what kind of pricing they have. It looks like you can get started for free, which is great because you can actually send up to 100 emails a day, which is a lot. When you're sending over 100 emails a day, you're making some money because you should only be sending emails out anyway when people have bought something. That's kind of what SendGrid's used for. Like I said, it's a transactional email type thing. So once people put in all their the credit card information and they buy your product for, let's say, $7, if you're doing 100 emails a day, that's like 100 customers a day. And if you're doing a minimum of $7, let's say they didn't buy anything else in your funnel, you're making $700 a day. So, when you get over 100 a day, that's when you would actually start, paying for SendGrid. So you can see, it's, super cheap, like $14 a month for this kind of stuff. So really, really good. And again, you would use SendGrid just to do the transactional emails that are all built into ClickFunnels. Like when people buy things, or let's say someone buys your $7 product, and let's say they buy your $7 product, and then they don't take the first one-time offer. They don't take the second one-time offer. So they said no to both those offers. Then they get, to the end. Well, you can actually queue up in ClickFunnels to say, hey, if they bought product number one, which is a $7 product, but not the one-time offer, on 2 days later, send them a follow-up email to get them to want to come back and buy. So that's like all stuff that's done through this SMTP SendGrid integration, and all that's explained in the videos in the one pager that you got today. So all that's pretty much already recorded, done, and ready for you to watch. So I think that's super cool. So let's go ahead and take a look here. And by the way, we're already to Q&A. So this was a super fast day because it's just a lot of like hands-on stuff. And like I said, I just finished my one-time offer scripts for my first and second one-time offer. So my done for you and my done with you. So I got those done finally. And then now I'm actually working on the design of my first and second one-time offer pages. So I'm doing that today and tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be done with that by the weekend. And then the weekend I'll be polishing things up. Hopefully I'll be able to go live next week. That's kind of my plan. So let's take a look here in the chat. If there's any questions, now is the time to ask them. Sue says, is SendGrid the SMTP that ClickFunnels recommends and supports? I haven't had a chance to watch instruction videos. Yes, SendGrid is what they recommend and support. And that's actually the service ClickFunnels uses internally too. So just to kind of give you reassurance that it's a good service. It's one that they use, and it's free to use to start. Gary says, I'm having problems with getting SendGrid set up. It won't verify settings, afternoon project. That's something where if it's not working and you followed every step that is kind of given to you with the one pager, feel free to use the ClickFunnels support. That's what ClickFunnels support is there for, is to kind of help you through that kind of stuff if you have any problems. Liz says, hi, Alpha, 2 days in a row is amazing. At first I was jumping on at 2 p.m. I kept messing the live. Sorry about that, Liz. I decided to go an hour earlier the last week or so, just because there was such a big break in between when Russell was done going live and then when I was going live, and it kind of threw off my whole afternoon. So I figured I'm just going to go live an hour earlier, and then that frees up the rest of the day for me to get a lot of work done, and hopefully for all you to get a lot of work done. Sue says, Gary, how does the price compare to Aweber? Again, like you saw, Sue, you can actually use SendGrid absolutely free. Think of SendGrid as like your transactional email service. Like when someone buys, the emails that go out to let them know like how they, where they get their login details and all that kind of stuff. That's what you would use SendGrid for. Aweber and all that is more if you want to do like more autoresponder email marketing stuff a little bit later. Liz says, no worries. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. And I mean, hey, everybody, we're only like 15 minutes in and I'm done. Like I don't have anything else to talk about. So if there's any questions, like final questions, go ahead and ask them now. Otherwise, we're going to wrap this up and then just get to work for the day. And then again, I'm going to be back here at same time, same place tomorrow. Liz, that's 1 p.m. Central. And yeah, we're just going to, what I'm doing for those that are just kind of maybe stumbling on this, or you're watching the replay of this, is the One Funnel Away challenge that's going on right now that Russell's putting on. I'm actually just going live a couple hours after Russell goes live each day, and I'm sharing my notes about what he said you need to do for that day, and then kind of validating either what he talked about, or if there's big monster gaps of what he talked about that need to be filled in with some other stuff you need to know that maybe he overlooked, then that's where I kind of fill in on those gaps, which the last few days have been, I think I've really given you a lot of extra stuff to think about, which really makes these really powerful. But days like today are just super short. So SendGrid is not an autoresponder. I'm trying to figure out if I should cancel my Aweber account. Don't cancel your Aweber account. SendGrid is just used for transactional stuff. Like, it's really hard to set up, and I know this from personal experience, it's really hard to set up like you're using Aweber, I'm using ActiveCampaign. So if someone puts in their email address and then like no matter what they bought or maybe they didn't buy, and then I got their email, whenever I decide to like go live on YouTube, or if I've got a new product coming out or a new thing that I just released inside Alphapreneur, I use ActiveCampaign like you would be using Aweber to send out those emails. SendGrid, it's like a set it and forget it thing. Like, you set it all up, you integrate it with ClickFunnels, and then SendGrid is when people are buying things through your funnel. It's sending them the order receipts. It's sending them their username and passwords, things that like you can't really do, or it's really complicated to do through Aweber. Sven says, what autoresponder do you recommend for follow-up emails? I personally use ActiveCampaign. Sue uses Aweber. Aweber's been around for quite a while. I started with Aweber, by the way, and then I used Aweber for like 10 years, and then I switched over to ActiveCampaign just because I heard a lot of really good things about. They have like better email deliverability. They're more visual type builder in terms of automations and stuff, and I absolutely love ActiveCampaign. I've been using them for years now, and that's all I use is ActiveCampaign. So this is. You don't need ActiveCampaign for today, by the way. This is like ActiveCampaign is kind of more down the road. Once you already have customers and you're building an email list and you want to do more with that email list in terms of like sending them email reminders and all kinds of other things of like whenever you have new stuff coming out, that's when you would need something like an ActiveCampaign or an Aweber account. Gary says, I'm keeping my Aweber account. Fitor says, does ClickFunnels work both with both Aweber and SendGrid at the same time? Yes, you can actually set it up where, and I believe they might even show that in the training videos that are in today's one pager, where again, SendGrid, think of it as more transactional based emails. You can also make it where when someone buys one of your products or all of your products through your funnel, you can add them to lists within whatever autoresponder you're using outside of SendGrid. So for me, I could make it where people are signing here. Where was that question? There we go. I can make it where people, when you buy one of my products, you're going to get the transactional emails going through SMTP with SendGrid. But I can also say, if Fitor bought my brand ambassador blueprint, add him to my brand ambassador blueprint list inside of ActiveCampaign, and you can set all that up. So you're adding them to certain lists and doing like custom tagging. And again, this is more advanced stuff that you can absolutely do. You can send the transactional emails and then also add them to specific lists inside your autoresponder. Sven says, you use the automation within ActiveCampaign? Yes, that is the main reason why I use ActiveCampaign is with doing automations. Sue says, how does the cost of ActiveCampaign compare to Aweber at 10,000 emails a month? Probably a lot more expensive because you can do a lot more with it. I just recommend going to ActiveCampaign and looking at their pricing. So what'd you say? 10,000 emails a month. So if you have 10,000 contacts, that would be $125 with ActiveCampaign. So more expensive, but it does a lot more marketing automation and stuff than Aweber does. Sorry, I was going to ActiveCampaign to look. So you can go to activecampaign.com, click on pricing and play around with it. But again, if you're using Aweber already, just keep using what you're using. You don't have to use ActiveCampaign. I'm just sharing what I've been doing. Sven says, can you have a special training on email automation? Yeah, I could totally do one after the challenge. I'm not going to do it during the challenge because I'm keeping what's going on the challenge specific to what's going on in the challenge. So I don't like steer anyone totally off direction. Like, for instance, I don't even have my products created for this funnel as we're going through this challenge. I don't even have my upsell pages or anything created. So I'm not going to like start teaching advanced email automation. I'm going along and doing this with you, all of you live, so you can kind of see all the steps of the way and all the process. And as I'm building pages that I create, I'm going to share my pages with you so you can see them and you can see how I'm digesting the information that's Russell's giving us, and then how I'm actually putting it into action. So unless he talks about advanced email automation down the road, I'm not going to talk about it until this challenge is over. And advanced or special training on email automation could be one of my like future live stream videos that I do post this whole 30-day challenge thing. So yeah, if it's not talked about, Sven, in the challenge, I can definitely do a complete live stream outside of this for Alphapreneur about advanced email automation. Gary says, now I broke my Alpha share page. It's Fix-It Day. Totally happens. Fix-It Days. I think Fix-It Days are kind of fun because it makes you kind of stop and look at everything. And if you broke something, I mean, it's better to fix it than continuing to be broke, right? So really enjoy like the journey. Like if you ever get hung up on something and you're having like, let's say a Fix-It Day today, then like don't let that really get to you. I used to, when I had problems in the past and things broke on me, I got furious, and I was like, you know, unfortunately the office where I'm at, they have free beer on tap, and like during the week I was like, I need to go have a beer, and then I'm like drinking beer all day. I'm trying to fix things while I'm drinking beer, and it doesn't work out. So I've learned to control my temper, and whenever things do break, don't go grab alcohol and try to fix it. That's like the worst thing you could do. So now I only have like a beer on Friday or Saturday. Those are like my only 2 days I can have any alcohol. But now it's when something breaks, I stop and really kind of assess the situation and just think about, okay, why did it break? How could I not only fix it, but make it better than before? And then usually on the Fix It days, I spend time really deeply analyzing and looking at like the images that I designed, the copy that I did. And if anything, I use my Fix It days as like improvement days. And then I even improve upon what was broke. Sven said special automation training could be a new tab within Alphapreneur. Absolutely. I have an idea for a new tab I want to put in Alphapreneur that's going to be like future live streams I'm going to do and live stream sessions. So keep an eye out for that. Whenever this 30-day challenge is over, there's going to be some housekeeping and rearranging I'm going to be doing in the members area to be able to handle all of these new live streams I'm going to be doing. That's going to be going really specific and narrow on specific topics that can really help all of you out as an entrepreneur. Sue says, I'm on the active campaign pricing. What is predictive content and marketing attribution? Honestly, I don't know what all that is. All I use is the Lite account for active campaign. I don't use the Plus or Professional or Enterprise. I just use the Lite account. I don't want to confuse myself with using things I don't need to use. So I don't even know. Those are even more advanced than what I'm used to. So I just use the Lite account, and I have like 100 and something, forgot how many subscribers in my active campaign account just for Alphapreneur. That's another thing too. I have different accounts for different businesses of mine. So other businesses that I have had in the past, like Health Confidential, Evil Energy, Nature Now, all that stuff, I've had different active campaigns accounts for each business to keep all the contacts separate. I don't roll everything all into one account. Kat says, great mindset for Fix It Day. Yeah, I think it's super helpful. So yeah, that's it for today. Looks like we didn't have any other questions. So rather than just kind of hang out here and just just rambling on, I think we all should get to work, or at least Gary needs to get to fixing some things. I need to get to work. So since I'm done with the one-time offer scripts, today I'm going to be working on building and designing. I'll probably only get done my one-time offer number 1 page today. And then what I'll do is take how I designed that page and make the one-time offer number 2 page kind of similar. So Gary says, I am on it now. So yeah, hope you all have a great day. Thank you all for being here. Again, if you haven't done so already, be sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on notifications if you haven't done so already by clicking the bell icon. So that way you don't miss out on these future live streams I do. I'm going to be doing a lot of these, not just during this challenge, but outside this challenge. I'm going to keep doing live streams to talk about things like advanced email automation and segmentation and all kinds of fun stuff to really help you out as an entrepreneur. So you don't want to miss out on that. Be sure to give a thumbs up or like on this video too. That just helps out the YouTube channel. Its general overall health. So I appreciate that. And then if you have not done so yet, be sure you go to alphapreneur.com. Check it out. Again, it's a private community for entrepreneurs where we all just help each other get the results that we really want in life. So we're all here to help each other out. Thank you for all of the things that are coming in. Looks like we're having a lot of comments now. Frank says, thankful and grateful to all you for all the OFA recordings and Tony Robbins. Thank you very much. Liz says, go Gary and Chris. Go everybody, not just Gary and Chris. Go Liz, go Kat, go Sven. Kat 10, thanks. It's so cool being an entrepreneur or an alphapreneur. Thank you so much, Sven. That makes me feel good. Sven says 10 plus. Gary says always a 10. Glenn says 10 plus, thanks. Ann says 10 plus plus as usual. Joe says thanks, 10 plus. Thank you all for taking the time to give me ratings. I really appreciate it, because those ratings is what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited to do these for you, because I know what I did or what I talked about. Maybe there's just something that might have helped you out a little bit. And that's kind of the whole point I do these, is just to really be here for you in every way I can to help you out and really be your guide along the way as you're building your business. So again, my name's Chris. I'm the founder of Alphapreneur. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same place, 1 p.m. Central Time. Even if you're not going through the One Funnel Away Challenge, feel free to jump in on any of my live streams, which again, you can just subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on notifications, and just pop in on one of the live streams and just say hello. So I appreciate it, and I will see you all tomorrow.